God bless everyone, and welcome to my Pagan Astrology series. Today we will be discussing the planet Uranus. Not only the scientific aspects of it, but also the pagan aspects. But first, let's take a flyover to Uranus. That was a pretty fast trip to Uranus. Unfortunately, Voyager 2 only flew past Uranus one time. Did not get as much information from that planet that it did Neptune. Anyhow, let's go on to a next part here, the sound that the planet Uranus makes. The sound of Uranus to me, though, sounds like a blizzard with like an aircraft like zooming past it there. I don't know what you guys think of it. Also, Uranus has an special aspect there. Uranus isn't really that pretty to look at. It's a pretty of a dull planet to a dull Cuddle, equal to that of Neptune's wonderful blue Cuddle. But the thing that finds scientists' interest is that Uranus actually rotates on its side. It was scientists say that Uranus was probably eventually hit by another planet or a comet hard enough to knock it on its axis. So how all other planets, the axis circles around it, this one circles sideways. Anyhow, let's go on to the science aspect of Uranus here. Uranus, the NASA launched Voyager 2 on August 20th, 1977. And on January of 1986, Voyager, it finally reached Uranus. It took it 9 years. Uranus is about 1.8 billion miles or 2.9 billion kilometers from the sun. It takes the sun 2 hours and 40 minutes to even hit it. The temperature on Uranus is negative 371 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 224 degrees Celsius. If you were to try to even go on the planet Uranus without a spacesuit, you would basically survive literally 1 second. The radius of Uranus is about 15,749 miles or 25,362 kilometers. Uranus is basically 4 times wider than that of Earth. A full rotation for Uranus to rotate is 84 Earth years. The atmosphere on Uranus is made up of hydrogen, helium, and methane. Hydrogen making up 82.5%, helium 15%, and methane a 3%. It was discovered by William Herschel, a musical composer and an amateur astrologist, in 1781. There are 27 known moons of the planet Uranus, but only 5 confirmed moons. Now, they are all named after characters from William Shakespeare. Hence, we would not be going over naming the moons related to gods on planet Uranus. Now, since we have got the science aspect out of the way of planet Uranus, Let's move on to the Pagan Aspects. Planet Uranus is named after the primordial god Uranus. He is known as the grandfather to Zeus, the father of Kronos, titled the father of the Titans. He was actually born from chaos in the Greek mythology. Chaos is what was here first, and then he bore 2 children, which was Uranus and then Gaia. Unlike the other 7 planets which we use during the week, Uranus does not have a day of the week linked to his planet. Not to say that you cannot walk with him at all. I mean, basically any days is okay to walk with him. I would choose Saturday because it's linked to Kronos, but that's my personal opinion and what works best for me. The zodiac linked to Uranus right now is that of Taurus. Now, we do use the zodiacs because they are very important to tell us a lot of information on what's going on with the planets. When it comes to the Sabbath, there is no specifically Sabbath name that I could find that is based off of Uranus, because Uranus was never directly worshipped by the Greeks or the Romans. So it's very hard for me to even find a Sabbath. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Uranus's sacred animal is that of an eagle. So when we do rituals with Uranus, you can use an eagle feather, but since in America at least, the American eagle is sacred and it is a protected species, so it would be very hard to find that of an eagle feather. When it comes to using a certain gemstone for Uranus, I use the stone Neomite. It is also known as the Sorcerer's Stone. When it comes to Uranus's sacred Cuddle, it is just like that of Neptune's. I use that of the Cuddle of aquamarine or blue. I am also showing his symbol here. In conclusion here, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of planet Uranus, both the scientific information and the pagan information. And remember, no one person knows it all. God is blessed.